Manchester United are one of the biggest clubs in world football, so obviously it's inevitable every single time this year we all turn our attention to the FIFA 21 ratings and all of the new signings that a big club like Manchester United are expected to bring in. So today, I present to you, in collaboration with Milkydinho, I will put his links in the description of this video below, my Manchester United FIFA 21 player predictions. So, lining up this season, as you can see, we've chosen the 4-3-3. So looking at this team, making up a lineup out of our best available players, I think you've got to stick with De Gea, Lindelof, and Maguire, assuming we don't make any other center back signings, and we're not actually linked to any other big name center backs that would replace either of the two. Wan-Bissaka has firmly cemented himself at the right back position. And Luke Shaw, although he's been out with injury, you can kind of see how he makes that left side tick in the offense. So Luke Shaw goes straight back into the team for me. Bruno, Fernandes, Pogba, obviously those are the untouchables in the squad. And of course, Van Beek joining the squad today. I think it might be tough to balance that. I think against some teams he may sit, and maybe we'll go for like a Matic in the midfield or a McTominay just for a slightly more defensive approach. But I think that he can play in that center mid role next to Pogba and Bruno just fine. So my midfield is going to be Bruno, Van de Beek, and Paul Pogba, and the attacking trio of Marcus Rashford, Anthony Martial, and Jaden Sancho. Starting at left wing, we have Marcus Rashford. What a breakout season it was for him, finally playing him out on the left as opposed to the striker role. So this season, Anthony Martial in 31 appearances had 17 goals and 7 assists. So he started the year at an 83 rating, playing down the middle, and obviously I think we're going to move him to the left for FIFA 21. And I've got him as an 84 rated left winger. I think his performances alone have shown that he has definitely deserved at least a +1 upgrade, if not a +2. And his counterpart, Anthony Martial, who basically switched positions with him, is going to striker. He started this year as a left wing 83 rated, and I also have him going up to an 84 rated striker. So Anthony Martial this season was playing up the center for just about the entire season, I think bar a few weeks. He missed a lot through injury. Him and Rashford combined, Rashford missed 7 games, Martial missed 6. So they both missed a good chunk of the season through injury. But even through the injuries, Anthony Martial still managed to get 17 goals and 6 assists in 32 appearances. In my eyes, that definitely deserves some sort of an upgrade. And in the same boat with Rashford, I think they both could be maybe an 85, but I feel like a one-off season for these two doesn't really warrant +2 to them. So I think 84 for both of them is very, very safe. I definitely think they will go up at least 1, if not 2. Moving on to Jaden Sancho, the only player in this team that is not officially signed for Manchester United, as we all know, the transfer saga of the summer. He is the hottest player on the transfer market amongst all clubs. He had himself a great season in the Bundesliga. Starting in 25 games, appearing 32 times, getting 17 goals and 16 assists. That is phenomenal for a right winger, and Ed, if you're watching this video, sign him up, please. With 17 goals and 16 assists in the Bundesliga last season, I have him going up to an 86 rated right winger. He was one of, if not the best right winger in the Bundesliga last season. And if he does get that move to Manchester United, I just don't see how it's possible that he doesn't get a +2. Having a season like that, players of similar statistics and similar caliber of similar positions are much higher rated. So I think that Jaden Sancho is an 86 rated right winger for Manchester United is a safe bet. I believe that he will get to at least an 86, especially this summer after penning a deal to Manchester United, the biggest club in the world. Moving on to Mr. Fernandes, the Manchester United what should be player of the year. He came in January and completely turned our team around. Bruno Fernandes appeared 14 times for the Red Devils this past season and accumulated an unbelievable 8 goals and 7 assists That is 15 goal contributions and 14 appearances. Having a phenomenal season this season in the Premier League. I have him going up to an 87 rating. He started at an 85 rated, but got that winter refresh card. It was 89 rated. So I think he's going to get to an 87. So the next player, the brand new signing, the Dutchman, Donny van de Beek, the midfielder from Ajax, penning a deal rumored to be around £40 million. We have him going to an 83 rating. He started the year in FIFA 20 at an 81 rated card and also got a 94 rated team of the season. 83 rating for him I feel could be potentially a little low, but given that he was playing in the Dutch league and now making a big move to the Premier League, I feel like an 83 to an 84 maybe could be the range that he's at, but an 83, a +2 jump is quite a big jump for a player who's playing in the Dutch league, especially coming to the Premier League. I think an 83 is an extremely fair rating. Some may feel that it is unjust and that he deserves higher. And if you believe that, leave it in the comment section down below. Let me know what you think about my personal ratings and if you disagree or agree with any or all of them. The 23-year-old made 23 appearances, scoring 8 times and assisting 6 goals in the Dutch league, playing mostly out of the central midfield role. I think Manchester United fans alike will be very anxious to see him put on that kit for the first time. And I guess we'll see what kind of impact he has on the season ahead. So on to the last of the 3 midfield options for Manchester United this season is Paul Pogba, the World Cup winning Frenchman. He missed the majority of the season through injury, only appearing 16 times in the league. Pogba's a player that's not exactly known for his goal-scoring ability, but can pop up for a goal here or there. But he is known for being able to pick out a pass, and that was something that he found a tough time doing this season. He appeared 16 times and only had 3 assists and 1 goal throughout the 2019-2020 Premier League season. So for my rating for Paul Pogba, I have him dropping down to an 87. Some will say that is unfair just because he did miss a lot through injury, but typically when you miss a lot through injury, your rating does go down. Don't get me wrong, he was very influential and did have a great season for us when he was fit, but it was few and far between when he was fit. So I have the World Cup winner going down to an 87 rating. Now moving on to the back line. So Luke Shaw started FIFA 20 at an 81 rating, and again struggled with injuries this year as he has throughout his career ever since that terrible leg injury that he suffered a few years back. But when he has played, it has showed how influential he is in a game and how he allows Marcus Rashford to basically become an entirely different player. Looking at some defensive stats, he had a 53% tackle percentage, making 34 tackles, had 7 clean sheets and conceded 15 goals. I think he had a bit of a disappointing season, mostly because of the injuries, but I wouldn't say it was a poor season necessarily. So we're going to drop him down to an 80 rating. Same thing as Paul Pogba. When you miss a lot of the season through injury, your FIFA rating is going to take a hit. Maybe a little unfair to Luke Shaw because when he has been fit, he has definitely warranted probably staying at 81, maybe going to an 82. So Luke Shaw is getting an 80 for me this year. There's been a lot of speculation this year about who's going to be our starting center back pairing. Is it going to be Maguire? Obviously, Maguire just got in trouble in Greece. So some speculation on that as to whether or not he's going to be retaining the captaincy. But as it stands now, Lindelof and Maguire will be the 2 starting center backs for Manchester United in the upcoming season. So Victor Lindelof started this season at an 81 rating. He appeared 35 times and actually was able to get himself a goal. He had a tackle success of 52%, making 29 tackles, and conceded 32 goals as a center back for Manchester United. However, when Lindelof was fit, he seemed to be good for about the entire game, except for maybe one mistake, and it did cost us a couple of different games. So I think that is going to be taken into account in his FIFA rating. Overall, he did have a very good season, though, bar the couple of mistakes. But unfortunately, when you have mistakes leading to goals, that is going to keep you right where you are, Mr. Lindelof. We've got you at an 81 rating for FIFA 21. And onto your partner, Harry Maguire. In his debut season for Manchester United, the £80 million center back did not miss a single minute of action the entire year. Harry Maguire started the season at an 82 rating, getting numerous upgrades in a Team of the Season SBC card in FIFA 20. My personal opinion on Maguire is I think he is being played in a system that doesn't necessarily quite fit him. but I think he is holding his own at the center back position. Yes, he had made a few mistakes that were very costly. One that comes to mind was the first game after restart against Spurs when Bergwijn spun him in circles. All things considered, the captain for Manchester United did play in every single game. He was healthy the entire season. He played through a bit of a hip injury. I've got him going up to an 83 rating. Some of you will disagree with that because some of you will say that he had a bit of a shocking season. In all fairness to him, he's now gone from Leicester City to one of the biggest clubs in the world. And not only that, but he's become captain of one of the biggest clubs in the world. He's now playing in a new system that does not exactly fit him perfectly. So I think an 83 rating is fair. He was very solid for the majority of the season, bar a few mistakes. Did not make nearly as many mistakes as Lindelof, so I do think he does deserve to get a +1 rating. And the expectations are definitely high for Harry Maguire because now that we've reinforced the midfield and hopefully bring in Jaden Sancho on the right wing, the next position to be looked at will be a center back pairing, so I think he will want to cement his place in the team. Moving on to the last defender, Wan-Bissaka. He was one of the best players for us all season. It is no doubt one of the best signings that we have made in a very, very long time. The £50 million move from Crystal Palace in his debut season at the club. So Wan-Bissaka started FIFA 20 at a 79 rated card. We actually have him going up the most to an 82 rating. I think he's going to get a +3 rating, which some of you may seem as a little ridiculous considering how FIFA's upgraded their players in the past, but I think an 82 rating is fair for one of the best right backs in the league, if not in the world. If he could just improve on his attacking ability, which I believe he has shown some progress towards doing so, I think he definitely can compete for arguably the best right back in the world. On to the goalkeeper. Now, this is one of the most difficult ratings that you can give a player. So, obviously De Gea, by his standards, by our standards, by everyone else's standards, had a poor season. But when you look at the numbers and you look at the stats, De Gea, statistically, yes, was one of his worst seasons, in terms of mistakes that lead to goals. So I'm looking at the stats right here on the Premier League official website. David De Gea had 3 mistakes leading to goals, puts him at 3rd in the league, 2 behind Dubravka, 1 behind Pickford. But also with 3 mistakes leading to goal is Manchester City goalkeeper Ederson, and only 1 behind him is Bernd Leno and Hugo Lloris, who both had some of the best seasons of their careers. Obviously, Lloris had that elbow injury, and Leno had Arsenal defense in front of him, so they, respectively, you can make a case. But as far as saying that David De Gea deserves a massive downgrade to his rating, I think is just unfair. Personally, I have him staying at an 89 rating. This one I'm expecting to get some heat for. I think people saying it's an 87 is just that's just ridiculous. To downgrade a goalkeeper 2 ratings just because he has 1 poor season, I think is just not fair. I can accept those who are trying to say that he, maybe down to an 88 because yes, it was a poor season by his standards, but I think going any lower than an 88 just isn't fair because he showed that he was on the same level, if not a higher level than Lloris, who was an 88 rated to start FIFA, and Leno, who actually got a team of the season. And that is also not to mention that we have one of the best defenses in all of Europe, and De Gea was the goalkeeper through the vast majority of those games and of those clean sheets. So there you have it. There is my Manchester United FIFA 21 player rating predictions. If you liked the video, make sure you leave a thumbs up down below and make sure you subscribe to the channel as well. Let me know what you think in the comment section down below. Tell me who you agree with, tell me who you disagree with, and what you'd change. FIFA 21 is due to drop in just under 40 days. So if you'd like to see me do more of these rating prediction videos, make sure to smash that thumbs up button and let me know in the comment section down below. Tell me what team you would like to see me do next, and we'll see how many teams we can't get through before EA release their official ratings for FIFA 21. Guys, thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate each and every single one of you. We will see you in the next video. Peace, fellas.